I just had a bite of the outside.
Can you taste the graham crackers? Welcome to Güera Cocinera. Today we are making empanadas. I'm not sure that you guys have ever had a kind quite like this, but before we get started, let's go to historian and professor that everyone loves, Dr. Gray!
Now, Güera is usually pretty crazy, but for some reason when we do these cooking videos, she just goes full on, so I do apologize for that. So today we're making empanadas, and we don't really see empanadas here very often in La Ciudad de Mexico, and I'm not exactly sure where they're most prevalent in Mexico, possibly the Yucatan or Chiapas, but empanadas for our gringo familia out there, or just for anybody who's never heard of empanadas potentially, are basically it just means something covered in dough. I think empanada comes from the word empanar, which means to cover or wrap in dough. And it can be baked, it can be fried, it can be all sorts of different types of dough. Now, we are going to use flour, but I believe you could also use corn, and I saw like yucca. Is that what that's called? Yucca dough in the Caribbean potentially. They have sweet empanadas, meaty empanadas, and there's empanadas all the way from Spain to Argentina to Mexico, all over. But like La Güera said, I don't think you've ever had empanadas quite like this before.
Let's get going. Okay, today we have good news. If you saw our churros video from last week, the instructions were in Spanish and a couple things may have been lost in translation, but today the instructions we're using are in English. Walk, walk, walk.
You're self-made air horns, so no excuses for us to mess up.
No excuses, this better be good. So today we're going to make something that is traditionally found in Mexico, empanadas, and mixing it with a little Texican flair of eating s'mores on a camping trip. So we are making s'mores empanadas. We are going to try to make s'mores empanadas.
Okay, tell us what we have here.
Okay, so our store doesn't have chocolate chip, so I've cut up a Hershey's bar.
Good enough.
They also don't have regular marshmallows.
We had these with pink, like strawberry flavored, and white are regular.
Marshmallow gigantes.
Marshmallow gigantes. Okay, but we picked out all the whites, or some of the whites.
The other thing is, you're supposed to have a mixer to do this.
A food processor thing.
Or a food processor, but you're looking at it.
Okay, don't hurt yourself.
So I've let the butter thaw, even though it says ice cold butter.
How much butter is this?
Half of one stick.
Okay.
And then also to put a little güerita spin on this, we bought some canalitas cookies, and I've mashed them all up, and they're similar to graham crackers. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of that in the dough and sort of make like a graham, hopefully, in place of flour. So we'll see.
And to really spice things up, well, not actually spice things up, but we're gonna make two different versions of this. We're gonna make one batch baked, one batch fried, to see which ones we like better. And before we go any further, be sure to comment below. Let us know your favorite kind of empanadas. Do you typically like sweet kind? Do you like some more meaty kind? Both? I don't know. We really don't eat many empanadas, so I think that's a good thing, because unlike the churros rellenos that we made, or no, we did, ours weren't rellenos, but unlike our churros, we had a lot to compare those to. But this, I've only had empanadas 2 or 3 times in my life, so these are gonna be top 5, easy.
First things first. Oh, don't tell Cross that we're eating s'mores empanadas. Okay, first things first, we need 1 cup flour. So I'm gonna mix in my graham cracker. I hope this works.
And that's just like impromptu, like not in the recipe stuff, right?
La Güera touch.
Okay.
Okay, and then the rest is
Can't get this stuff on Pinterest, folks.
Oh. The rest is gonna be regular flour. Okay. Now, next we need 1/4 teaspoon salt. I found this salt in the apartment and it's clearly chewed open by someone, so.
Or something.
Gotta be good. That was about 1/4, right? Then we're just gonna mix that flour, salt, and cookie crumble mix. Okay, empanada amiguitos. Now we're going to mix this flour, graham cracker salt mixture with this butter that's supposed to be cold, but it's been sitting out for an hour and a half so that I can mix it like this with 1/2 of an egg. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet, but we're gonna find out. You know what I mean? Little shell never hurt nobody.
La Güera Cocinera, what's our next step?
Next step is to put the freshly made dough in the refrigerator for 25 minutes, except for my patience is not that good, so freezer for about 10. What do you say?
What's the purpose of that?
I think so that when you roll it out, it's not quite as sticky.
Okay, so then we're gonna put in the freezer, then basically...
You're supposed to like cut it in a perfect circle shape. Ain't gonna happen. We're gonna mash it into like an oblong oval, put some filling inside, shebang it over,
Okay.
and then cook these babies.
Okay, a few rapid fire questions. If you were to sell empanadas on the streets, what would be your jingle? Or like what would be like your thing?
What would be my jingle?
What would be your se compran?
Okay. Muy interesante, Goyo. I'm gonna need to put this in the freezer and get back to you on that one. Empanadas, rellenos, empanadas, gotta sell a lot.
That's the best you could come up. I don't think
What do you say?
I don't think you'd sell a lot of that.
Empanadas para ti?
Have you ever had empanadas no rellenos?
Pan?
Oh yeah, what would you call an empanada no relleno?
This is not a joke, it's an actual question. Pan.
I guess it would just be pan.
Un biscuit?
Un biscuit.
No sé.
Un conch. Un conch.
Sí. Es todo. Okay, Dan. Our dough has been nicely chilling in the freezer for 10 minutes. And if I'm being honest, probably only about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So now I'm going to get it out with my nice, clean hands. And today we're actually gonna make fried empanadas and baked. So I'm gonna split this about in half.
This dough looks a lot better than our churro dough.
It does dough.
No, I mean...
No, for real dough.
It looks a lot better.
For real dough. I'm gonna mash these into a perfectly imperfect circle on my parchment paper. Now, the best part, you just put your fillings in.
Sadness, happiness, loneliness.
Your feelings. Feel it with your feelings. Now, well, I think we need a little more. Now, you flop it over, and this is the tricky part. You seal it. Ta-da! And then if you want to make it real pretty, you do this.
Next step for our baked empanadas, we're gonna put those back in the freezer for how long?
Minute and a half or so.
Oh, jeez. Stuff doesn't get cold in the freezer a minute and a half.
Good.
Look at all that stuff we have in there, amigos.
Ready-made meals. Now we're gonna make the same empanadas, only fried. So we're about to assemble those. Cue the time lapse.
I have a confession/problem. I don't even know if I want empanadas anymore because I've been eating these canalitas. They're like Maria's, but cinnamon flavored. Ooh, Maria, Maria. Amigos. Oh, it smells amazing here. I wish you could smell. Whoo. Okay, on a scale of
11.
We didn't make these from a box this time, so there's no comparing to what they're supposed to look like on a box. But what? Baked, fried. How do you give these the appearance?
The appearance, baked and fried, I give a 9.
Okay.
Baked, I give an 8.
Okay, and just for reference here, we have our fried and baked. The fried she made a little bit smaller, and amigos, they look
professional.
They look professional. They look like we could open an empanaderia. These things look.
As long as we didn't have to say that word.
Okay. But I'm not really all that concerned with how they look. I'm worried about how they taste. So
agreed.
Let's give it a shot.
You got it.
Okay, so we've got a baked. Oh!
Oh, great!
Sorry, you dropped it.
Okay, how's the dough?
First bite. The dough's good. I just had a bite of the outside.
Can you taste the graham crackers? Uh-oh.
I don't know that I could taste the graham crackers in that bite, but let me get into like the actual
meat.
The s'mores of it. And is s'mores something Mexicans have? Is it like
I started thinking about s'mores. So it's chocolate and marshmallow stuffed. What do you give the taste of the baked?
The baked, it is a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. It's just the dough is a little off.
Oh.
The dough is a little off. The dough almost tastes a little corny for some reason. Yeah, you tell me what you think. I don't want to hate on them. Yours looks better than mine.
Oh, I know exactly what happened.
¿Qué pasó?
It was supposed to be 1/4 teaspoon salt.
Mmm.
And that was for the full recipe, and I was supposed to cut that in half.
So we have salty.
So it's way too salty. Gotta be good. That was about 1/4, right?
You're right, that's what it is. It's a little salty. And maybe if there was
too much dough. It needs to be thinner.
Yeah. I really hope these fried ones are better because these look so good. Those aren't bad. Those aren't bad. I mean, I would buy those.
No, but they look better than they taste. It's just a little too salty.
It's a little too salty. Which one of us was in charge of the salt?
I'm sorry, and that's not even our salt. Was that even cooking salt? Look at it.
These have cinnamon sugar on the outside, so that's gonna mix in with the salt.
I don't know why it's so blurry.
It's still too salty.
Woohoo!
Okay, so when you make this at home, just cut down on the salt.
The fried ones are better. Show them the inside. Well, you get the point. It's chocolate and schmallows.
The marshmallow didn't quite come out. I didn't get a lot of marshmallow in mine. And I think a little too salty, and I think maybe next time we can make it the dough almost thinner, like less dough per...
It's too much dough.
Less dough per empanada for sure.
I accidentally put like triple the salt. Gotta be good. That was about 1/4, right? But these are potential. I think if we try these again, I think I could get it right.
Yeah, surprised. It's so weird because our churros look disgusting and those things were amazing.
But they were from a box, so don't talk too much about how good they were.
Yeah, I mean, that looks really good. It just needs half as much dough.
You live, you learn.
We'll have to come back to this. Most importantly, this video is brought to you by not Los Güeros Panaderia or Panaderia Los Güeros, but by
Frank Farilio! Woo, 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 woo. Thanks, Frank. You got to make salty empanadas.
Yes, thank you guys so much for supporting our channel and for supporting our mission, I suppose, of showing the world what Mexico is like. Not what Mexicans are like, but I suppose that as well. But whether it's through the food or through our daily adventures or maybe sometimes through our more serious topics, we do appreciate your support, your input, and we have a lot of fun getting to know each and every one of you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and subscribe to our channel. Click the bell. That way you get notified when?
Every time
we post a video, and we'll see you guys when?
Mañana from maybe not Mexico City.
Ooh, that's a cliffhanger.
We'll see.
Adios.
Bye-bye.